How's it going, Dave?
Not too bad. It's early.
It is early.
But yeah, not too bad. Drove over here.
What happened when you got here?
Beer was in bed, asleep, and woke up an hour and a half later than he intended to. But that's fine. That's fine.
On the first day of guitar tracking.
Yeah.
But what we doing here?
Basically, it's first day of guitar tracking, so we need to get sounds and stuff. And so we need to choose what guitars and what cabs and
All that
sort of stuff.
Yeah. Right.
So what's it to be, dear?
What's it to be? I'll tell you what it's to be. I've just woken up. But anyway, I want to take this because it sounds great and it's going to be useful for cleans and articulate layering for things like extra chord definition and just general jangliness, because when we start doing certain songs, certain sections, you're going to want that extra jangly guitar sound that you can really hear all the strings through, and it'll give a glassy clean tone as well, so definitely have to come.
Nice.
This definitely has to come,
Yeah.
because it's great on rhythm and it's great on lead, plays really well and it sounds really good. No album tracking couldn't be complete without a PRS Custom 24, in my opinion. So that's that's two. We've also, aside from the PRS and the telly, no album recording could be complete without a Strat. So Rita, although the fact that she's not a real Strat, still sounds like a Strat. So she definitely needs to make an appearance on the album. Gibson Les Paul 2015. There you go. With mini tune. And this mini tune's programmed to drop C, which is what a few of the tunes are in, so it's pretty cool because you don't really have to do much except for pressing a button.
Yeah.
So in the studio that's going to be handy. We're taking an OR100, an orange, this little bad boy here, because this teamed up with the telly will give us some amazing tones, so it's well worth taking. And then we got a ton of effects as well, the old Strymon gear and bits and bobs. So it's going to be fairly plain sailing. It's just a case of finding out what's going to work. We've also got a few cabs over there with G12K100s, which me and Dave always like using when we record guitar.
It's true.
But we've also got a dual voicing Panama cabinet, which has a G12K and a V30 inside as it is. So that's immense. So we'll be fine.
Nice.
I'm not worried about getting a guitar tone. I think considering the amount of gear that we've got, it's just like
it's
plain sailing.
a bit blessed.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so let's load up the
See you in
van.
the cove. So, like the first process of any great recording session,
Coffee.
it requires Dave to make a coffee with a cafetiere.
I think most of this documentary is probably going to be me doing this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. That's why, I mean, that's just the reality of how it goes down. I don't even know how much coffee I put in there, but quite a bit.
Yeah, there looks to be quite a bit of coffee in there. But that's all good. I don't mind. So we were just talking about, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna selfie it. I look like shit today. There you go.
Does this work?
It's great. Yeah, what we're gonna do today is have a coffee and then we're gonna mic up some cabs. There's one cab, Panama cab, that sounds amazing that's in the back of Matt's car, so we need to wait for him to get back to give us that. But apart from that, we're going to mic up some cabs, get some heavy tones. I think we're going to go through and do all the
heavy shreds.
Do all the heavy shit first. Get a nice dirty tone, and then we'll sort of get progressively milder in terms of distortion until the point where we just do layers and solos. So it's going to be fun.
It's the part where the album starts to like take some shape and sound like a record, rather than just me and Ben making a racket.
The album's starting to shake tape.
Shake tape.
Wait, take shape, shake tape, yeah. Yo, so we're in the studio now. We've just got down into the cove and we've just loaded in all the guitar gear. So let me give you a quick run through everything that we're going to be using on the album. This isn't quite everything, there might be some more stuff that we'll add later on, but to start with, for my guitar tracking, rhythm tracks and layers, I'll show you what we've got here. So we've got an OR100, which is amazing with the telly with a bit of a push clean tone. That's Dave's bass amp, it's a beast. And then we've got the trusty JVM,
and then we move to the 5150 Mark II, which is a great doubler, sounds killer next to the JVM for heavy rhythm tones. And then my newest addition, which is the Mark I 5150, which is just a fatter version of this. It's great for single string articulation and that kind of thing. Some miscellaneous guitar products, TC pedals, what else we got, selfie stick, some NYXL strings, which are incredible. I recommend them highly. Into the other area of the studio, we're going to be miking up the cabs in here. As you can see, Dave's messing around with microphones right now. V50, which is a stunning amplifier. It's got good lead tones, and we've got 2 Panama cabs here. This one with some V30s in, Veteran 30s, and then this one has a Veteran 30 and also a G12K100, which sounds killer. We're going to use this bad boy. This is the Healy Sapphire. If you don't know who Healy are, check them out, because this amplifier is seriously good. So we're definitely using that. This isn't all the guitars, but this is definitely what we're going to start with. I've got my SIG, the Relic, and then we've got one of the first blue ML3s, which is Dave's, which is amazing. Then we've got a good old Telly. This is a 52 reissue that Rob had the glue taken off the neck and some jumbo frets put on, so it is really nice. Rita, because no guitar recording is complete without a good Strat, and that sounds immense, even though it's not a Strat. And then we've got 2 PRS, my brand new SE Standard, which is incredible. It sounds beautiful. You'll see more of that very soon. And then Rob's trusty 10 top PRS Custom 24, which is just immense. Things Dave does when comping guitars, takes apart other guitars.
Keeps yourself busy, you know.
So, this is the first prototype of the blue ML3 that came in, that everyone literally over when they saw it on Anderton's. And it's a beast. And basically there's a few things that had to change for the actual production model, so it was unusable really, so Dave acquired it.
I did.
And it's great.
I'm quite happy about it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it plays and sounds great.
It does. It's got quite a unique sound, I think.
And it looks stunning.
It does. I've changed the control plate round.
Oh yeah, you have. It's more of a modern setup now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you've got volume at the front.
Volume.
And then tone with a coil split, and then the pickup switch. And we've actually just discovered that we're going through the session now, doing like crunchy bits and just little filling bits before we start on cleans and layers. And there's a bit in one of the songs that has a crazy riff in it, but the guitar, just by chance, sounded so good that we're going to record with it, aren't we?
I realise that I'm not going to be playing it, you are.
Well. So now we're going to do, well basically because Rob's away in Korea at the Chapman Guitars factory, we are kind of having to guess as to what exactly he's putting down on what. So what we're doing here is just a layer of thickener for all the main chordy bits on all the songs, and then I'm going to go and do a stereo take of everything, aren't I?
Yeah, so it's one performance, but 2 amps panned hard left and right.
Yeah.
And then that way when Rob comes to put his stuff down, we can kind of... It doesn't really matter whether he's going in the middle or on one of the sides, we can just kind of cut one of Beer's performances out. And make room for Rob's parts. But
yeah, exactly. So we're using, so far the best combo we found is the JVM and an Orange OR100. We tried using the V50 with the JVM and it didn't work as well, but luckily we found
it was
really...
I think it was too close to the kind of, because the Victory had the kind of thick sound,
darker sound,
that the Mark 1 had, and it just meant that it was starting to get a bit too messy and undefined. And obviously the purpose of the 2 outside guitars is just to be clear and punctual, and
yeah, so it's a little less gainy, but with the Mark 1 up the middle it sounds really fat, and this is quite a mid-focus tone.
Yeah.
So we're going to start going through everything again. So we're doing one of the later songs that we've written. We're just getting tones for it for the kind of verse cleany style bit, but it's a bit driven. It's like a push clean. Well, it's a crunch actually. Yeah, it's a crunch. And yeah, we've been trying different amps. We're still using the OR100 because it's got a really nice mid presence and it sounds good when it's cranked up. So that's good, but we tried it with the Marshall JVM and it was just not the right tone. It was a bit too gritty and a bit compressed. And then we tried the 5152 on the crunch with not a lot of gain. But to be honest, I think this 5152 is a little bit poorly. It needs a service.
Yeah, I think it probably does.
Which is really sad because it's come at a time when we need it quite badly. But at least we've got the 5151. So then we decided to try out the Healy Sapphire. Now you may remember this from a demo that I did on my YouTube channel, and it's a little mini Marshall type thing. It's just got volume, treble, middle and bass. There's no effects loop or anything. It's just a Class A product, and to be honest it really does sound good alongside the Orange for this section. So we've got some volley. Oh no, I'm tuning.
That's why. So
it's a bit of a weird tone we're going for anyway. We've split this is the ML3, we've split the bridge pickup down. But it's really rich. Nice. Yeah, it's nice and rich. So we're gonna track with it anyway. I have never played slide guitar before, other than on my Cap 10 at home with the actual slide, but this is a lap steel, so we'll see how it sounds.
What's the plan for it?
It's for on the bit in To Survive. I just wanted to try out getting this like dreamy kind of, not a little bit Pink Floydy kind of sound, but I'm just trying to get the right tone. Probably something along these lines.
I've just noticed the absolute wall of guitars. It's just.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on there.
Nice. Right, so do you want me to?
Dave. Oh, he's going again. Dave.
How's it going?
I'm alright, how are you?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Why?
Because you're done.
I'm done.
Well, I mean, aside from solos, and maybe a bit of acoustic.
Solos and acoustic.
But,
Swap that round. There's Dave. There he is. Yeah. We've finished with the guitar. It's we didn't film too much of it, but then again, it's kind of good because we didn't give too much away. Maybe, I don't know.
yeah.
Either way, there's a bit so you get to see what we did with tones and stuff. But we basically worked through the night most of the time, so we were kind of in the zone.
Yeah.
But yeah, we check it out. You can see all these beautiful little,
Purple, blue, and pink bits.
all the purple and pink because those are not my favourite colours. Guitar and
Who chose that?
fillers. Yeah, I don't know. Fillers and all sorts of stuff. Just loads of nice little nuances, and it sounds like this. Sounds pretty good. I'm really chuffed with it, to be fair.
Yeah.
We worked pretty fast.
Should go in a mug.
No, it didn't. It landed on the floor next to the mug. Yeah, we worked pretty fast, to be fair. I mean, like, Dave, you hammered out your bass in like 2-3 days, didn't you? See, Dave locks himself away and just fucking has it, you know, and that's good. And then me and Dave are so used to working together that it's just like very routine almost, you know. Just trying different guitars, getting different tones. Most of the time was spent getting different tones, trying to work out, you know, what sounded right for what part. But yeah, we've for now everything is done. So yeah, and now it's time for Rob. So yeah, we'll see you in a bit.